Hi, my name is Scott Garibay, and I'm going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves right now. I have seen the entire movie, and I'm going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. But I am not going to spoil a single thing. There are zero spoilers for Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves in this content. There are zero spoilers for Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves in this content. And what do I want? So I want to talk to you today about. I want to talk to you today, brothers and sisters of the icosahedron, about Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. This is a spectacular film, 5 out of 5 stars. This is everything we were hoping for. I think the community was kind of. We felt like the best we could hope for was that it wouldn't suck. It is spectacular. It is magnificent. It is a near flawless film, and this is going to serve as a catapult for Dungeons and Dragons. It's going to be it's truly going to be amazing. So I cannot wait for you to see it. I am just over the moon. I'm on a personal high. I've never actually, just so you're aware, I'm incredibly blessed. Unfortunately, my addiction runs in my family. And because of that, I knew that when I was raised in a Christian family, and there was open discussion that outside of my parent, that addiction runs in my family, and it's kind of in my blood, right? So I have never drunk a beer, and I have never used any illicit drug of any kind. And I'll tell you right now, having just finished this film, I feel like I know what it feels like to be high. Like, my joy state is so wound up. Like, I've never felt this elated and this just floating above my body experience, right? So I've never used an intoxicant of any kind, but I feel like I know what people are saying when they use that word. I'm just on a personal joy high from having seen this movie. And the reason why is there's just so much at stake. There was so much at stake for me in this film, right? Because the reality is, one, you could look in the comments, right? Go back to when this thing was announced, and you will see other channels coming at me and me saying this is going to be the start of the Dungeons and Dragons cinematic universe, and then others just laughing at the idea that the movie would even be good. Well, I'm collecting my "I told you" check, right? And all you haters who were wishing upon Dungeons and Dragons downfall, you're wrong. And boy, is this thing going to deliver. And it's going to deliver not just for Dungeons and Dragons fans, but for non-Dungeons and Dragons fans. And people who just have nothing to do with Dungeons and Dragons are going to walk out of this film having an absolute blast. It is magnificent at every level. The productions are extremely high. The acting is extremely good. The interplay between the actors is absolutely phenomenal. I cannot wait for you to see this film. But let me get to the main point of this video, okay? What I want to talk to you about is the incredible healing power of Dungeons and Dragons. So last year, my Sunday game just exploded apart, and you can actually see on this channel Trouble in Paradise. That's what I named the videos, and you could see a roadmap of destruction of 2 years of incredible Dungeons and Dragons. We did experiments that are not almost never seen at any table, and I feel like we this group of vagabond players and dungeon masters, we really forged something unique and special. And then it exploded apart in a storm of personalities, and every player went flying off in every direction. And that was fixed with this movie. So I'm incredibly excited to tell you that the players at my the two anchor players, right? The players that anchored everything we did, right? The mechanical player and the narrative player, right? The two players who really did more to push that 2 years of play to tier 1 play were there sitting next to me. And one of them I had not spoken to in 4 months, right? And all I had to do to reforge the relationship that had been broken, the movie formed the bridge for me to reach out to this person. And I reported that a few days ago when I invited, and the person said, I'm going to be there. And I reported to you that the relationship was fixed, right? Because the reality is, this is, and I don't know if you're one of these people, right? But there are people in life where when they say a thing, that thing happens. And this person is one of those people. He is a man of his word. His word is his bond. And I cannot tell you, that's not a non-important thing today. A lot of times, you'll meet people, words will come out of their mouth, don't mean a thing, right? Like, don't, ain't a thing but a chicken wing, right? Like, but this was different. This was truly, truly different. And I was really excited that I was able to, to reforge this relationship, and the bridge between me and this other person there was the only thing that was going to form that bridge was an apology, but the apology wasn't going to come from me, and the apology wasn't going to come from him. And so the movie formed that bridge and allowed us to walk over and begin talking again and share opinions again, and that is a big deal. And so I was able to fix a major problem, and I didn't fix it. Dungeons and Dragons fixed it. So when I tell you that Dungeons and Dragons is far more than a game, it just reforged a relationship that fell apart 4 months ago, and one movie was able to reforge that friendship and allow us to talk to each other again and reestablish our kinship, right? And that is huge. That is a massive, massive big deal. And I am so thrilled by it and so moved by it that one film could have this power. And I'll tell you right now, not many films in the world that could do that. And the reason why is Dungeons and Dragons is stuffed with Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves is stuffed with 5 decades of awesome. 5 decades of Gary Gygax. 5 decades of icosahedron action. And it can do, and D&D can do magic, right? Like, if you had told me, this idea came to me like last Tuesday, right? And if you had told me that in 5 days I could fix a friendship that I never thought I would stand in the same room with this person again, and one film fixed a broken thing, that's magic. I'm just incredibly impressed with what this film was able to accomplish. I'm very excited about what this film is going to be able to accomplish in your life. And we are in a new dawn. We are now in the days of Hollywood D&D, right? We are now in the days of the Dungeons and Dragons cinematic universe. We are at the level of Marvel. We are at the level of Potter. We are at the level of Fast and Furious. We are the exciting new cinematic universe. And we have already passed the DC. The DC cinematic universe is defeated by one film already. The Dungeons & Dragons cinematic universe has produced more good film content in one film than the entire DCU has created ever in all its movies combined, right? And it's amazing. I am so excited. I have seen this film start to finish. Have you seen this film start to finish? If so, I would love to hear your thoughts on the film in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and please consider. And actually, if you're worried about spoilers for the film, there might be spoilers in the comment, so you can enjoy this video, which had 0 spoilers for the movie. But be careful for spoilers in the comments. My channel is so there might be spoilers in the comments, so just be careful down there. But if you have seen the film, I definitely want to hear your thoughts, and I will discuss it with you in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.